On the highest peak where silence reigns supreme, a solitary seeker stands at the edge of eternity, contemplating the vastness that mirrors the infinite capacity of the human spirit for transformation. Time bends like light through glass, showing us who we were while teaching us who we must become, each wrinkle a lesson carved by wisdom's relentless hand. In halls designed for crowds, the strongest souls learn to feast on their own company, finding abundance where others see only emptiness. When heaven itself wages war against the earth, those who master themselves stand unmoved, their inner fire burning brighter than any celestial fury. Between pleasure and pain, the wise build their throne not upon comfort's cushion, but upon the sharp points where desire meets detachment. In chambers where every surface holds a face from life's gallery, the seeker learns that truth wears many masks, yet remains eternally one. Behind every barrier built by fear stands a door that opens only to the touch of persistent courage, small as a whisper yet vast as destiny. The strongest hearts are not those that never break, but those that transform their breaking into the very music of healing. When all options appear the same, the master moves not pieces but perspectives, turning limitation into the playground of infinite possibility. Within the sacred geometry of self-mastery, one discovers that storms rage only where permission grants them dominion. Wisdom blooms where beauty and pain are embraced as lovers, each teaching what the other could never whisper alone. Across wastelands where illusion dances with desire, the pilgrim's feet write their testament in sand, each step a rejection of paradise that dissolves at touch. In chambers where seconds race and crawl in endless competition, those who still their own pulse discover that time bows to consciousness. The map of our becoming is written in the language of struggle, each mark a star in the constellation of character forged by fire. At the meeting place of earth and eternity, the brave learn that surrender and strength are sisters dancing to the same ancient song. When audiences abandon the stage, the greatest actors perform for the gods alone, their passion burning brighter in the absence of applause. Between comfort's embrace and wisdom's sting, the awakened choose the path that transforms pain into the very foundation of joy. In labyrinths designed to confuse, the wise become students of every barrier, learning that dead ends are merely doorways to deeper understanding. The art of living requires hands that can bind beauty and danger together without bleeding, crafting strength from the very elements that others fear to touch. When ghosts of who we were haunt the chambers of memory, mastery means becoming the still point around which all phantoms must dance. In tempests that would shatter ordinary shields, the wise carry mirrors that transform fury into its own remedy, reflecting chaos until it recognizes its maker. Through orchards heavy with the fruit of every longing, the pilgrim's path is marked not by what they gather, but by what they choose to leave unpicked. In chambers where 1,000 faces hang like trophies, the rarest mask is the courage to wear none at all. The deepest tears are those that carry the full spectrum of existence, each drop a rainbow bridge between pain and its transformation into wisdom. In repositories where the voices of ages whisper from floating pages, the seeker learns that wisdom flies only when the mind becomes its own library. In depths where pressure would crush ordinary vessels, the awakened discover that peace is the only substance that grows stronger under infinite weight. In landscapes shattered by self-doubt, wholeness is discovered not in perfect reflection, but in the courage to walk unharmed through the fragments of our own making. In the tribunal where all verdicts are rendered, justice flows only when the seeker becomes every voice in the hall of their own becoming. In markets where seconds are bought and sold like merchandise, the master moves through crowds like a statue walking through dreams, each step measured against eternity. In mirrors that reveal not what we are but what we have made of others, redemption begins when we finally see the faces that hold our truest portrait. The highest healing begins when we learn to mend what we never meant to break, each touch a prayer that transforms our deepest regrets into wings. Upon peaks forged from the very substance of fear, mastery is proven not by the strength of footfalls, but by the certainty that comes from knowing that even shattering leads somewhere new.